Welcome, dear friends, to today's story. Sit back and listen as we journey deep into the heart of Zimbabwe, to a place where elephants roam in great herds, where rivers carve the land, and where ancient cliffs rise like giants. This is the story of Gonarezhou National Park, told as the elders would tell, a living folktale of wilderness, history, and survival. Today I will tell you a story of a land where the earth remembers everything. A land of red cliffs, wide rivers, and ancient trees that stretch their arms to the sky. This land is called Gonarezhou, and in our tongue it means the place of elephants. Long before fences, before roads, before many carried guns, this land was already alive. The elephants walked here like kings, their great tusks shining in the sun, their feet pressing stories into the soil. Lions roared in the night, leopards whispered in the branches, crocodiles waited in the rivers, and the fish swam beneath the surface, flashing like silver in the water. People of the old knew this land. They fished in the Runde River, the Save River, and the Mwenezi River. They gathered fruits from the baobabs, that giant tree with roots in the sky. They respected the cliffs, especially the mighty Chilonjo cliffs, standing tall and red, watching over the valley. Those cliffs are the bones of the earth. They have stood for millions of years, and they will still stand long after we are gone. But time changes everything. In the days of the colonists, the land was set aside. First, it was called a game reserve. Later, it became a national park in 1975. The people were told to leave, and the animals were left to rule the land. But even then, the land knew war. In the time of Rhodesian War, and later the war across the border in Mozambique, Gonarezhou was silent. No visitors came, only animals, and the wind knew the stories then. When the guns grew quiet, the park opened again. The people of Zimbabwe came back to care for it. Later, friends from far away, from Zoological Society, joined hands with Zimbabwe Parks Authority. Together they formed the Gonarezhou Conservation Trust to guard this treasure, not for themselves, but for the generations to come. Now let me tell you about the land itself. For every hill and every tree has a tale. There is the Samalema Gorge, where the Mwenezi River cuts deep through the rocks, and the cliffs rise high like walls. There are the Tembwahata and Machanu pens, great pools of water where animals come to drink. There are the Tambambomvu red hills glowing in the sunset. And there is the wide Namtongwe plateau where the wind carries the cry of the fish eagle. And then there are the baobabs of Gonarezhou. Some are older than kingdoms. Their bark is thick, their roots run deep. When you stand before one, you feel small like a child before an elder. But what makes Gonarezhou truly the place of elephants is the herds. More than 11,000 elephants roam here today. They walk in long lines, mothers leading calves, old bulls walking proudly. They are not just animals, they are memory itself, carrying the history of Africa in their eyes. The lions are here too. Years ago they were few, only a handful, but now their numbers have grown strong again, more than 100. Leopards stalk silently, cheetahs race across the plains, and the wild dogs, rare painted hunters, move in packs through the bush. The nyala, shy antelopes with stripes on their sides, are many here, more than anywhere else in Zimbabwe. Buffaloes gather in their hundreds. Giraffes stretch their necks to the treetops. Hippos wallow in the rivers, and crocodiles slide into the river. And even rhinos have returned. For a long time, the black rhino was gone, killed by hunters, but now they have come back under strong protection. And in 2025, after almost 100 years, the white rhino returned too. Imagine that, the land itself welcomed them back. The sky of Gonarezhou is never empty. More than 400 kinds of birds live here. Some are bright like jewels. Some sing sweet songs, and some are hunters like the eagle. If you are lucky, you may see the rare pearls fishing owl watching the water at night. Even the rivers carry secrets. Fish of many kinds swim there, and the turquoise killifish to the black bream, and sometimes even the strange Zambezi shark. But Gonarezhou is not just about animals. It is also about people. The villages near the park, communities who have lived side by side with these wild places for centuries, are part of the story. Today, many of the park's rangers and workers come from those communities. They protect the animals not only for tourists, but for their children and grandchildren. And when visitors come, the money helps both the park and the people. Now you may ask, what is it like to go there? It is not crowded like some other places. Few travelers make the long journey. So when you are there, you feel the wilderness wrapping around you. You may drive across dusty tracks, cross rivers, and come to places where no sound is heard but the cry of a bird or a roar of a lion. There are camps in the park, simple rest houses like Squimowini Rest Camp, where you can sleep with the sound of the bush around you. There are wilderness camps where the night sky is so clear that the stars feel close enough to touch. And outside the park, lodges like Chilo Gorge Lodge stand near the Save River, welcoming travelers. If you go, the best time is in the dry months, from May to October. Then the grass is thin, the rivers low, and the animals gather near the water. In October, the heat can be fierce, but the land shows its true face. In the rainy months, the bush grows thick and green, but some roads are closed, and the park is quiet again. Visitors may drive on their own with strong vehicles or join guides who know the secret places. They may walk in the gorges, watch the herds from the cliffs, or sit by the pens to see animals gather at sunset. They may fish in the rivers or watch the birds. Always the land speaks to those who listen. And so Gonarezhou remains. It is a land of elephants, but also of lions, birds, rivers, cliffs, and people. It is a land that has seen wars, poachers, and hardships, yet it still breathes with life. When you stand there at the edge of Chilonjo Cliffs, looking down at the Runde River, you understand why this place is sacred. You feel the weight of time. You feel the promise that if we care for it, our children and their children after them will see the elephants walk under the baobabs, just as we do today. And that, my friends, is the story of Gonarezhou, the place of elephants, a land of cliffs, rivers, of lions and rhinos, of people and memories. If you enjoyed this journey into the wild, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who love stories of Africa, and subscribe for more tales from the heart of the continent. Until next time, bye.